Hey guys, welcome to the Field of 68 YouTube channel. If you like what you see here, hit that subscribe button and you'll get more college basketball content just like this.
When I first saw him, honestly, I didn't think nothing much of it. Obviously, like when I first seen him, like I seen him on social media, I seen like the highlights and stuff like that. But like when I see somebody like that, I'm not really impressed until you actually show me like practice in the game. So when I first saw him, I was like, he's tall, lanky. I think the first practice he didn't really do much. So I was like, I don't really see what the hype is. But when I first met him, I know he was a great person. He was speaking English, so that made it easier on me to build that relationship with him. So like I said, when I first saw him, I didn't really think not much of him though. Like he was just a regular person to me when I first saw him.
All right. And then as you started to see him in practice, play games with
So
him, what do you
So
think?
getting to practice, I think the first thing that kind of like shocked me was just his routine before practice. I think he would come in maybe 2 hours, an hour early, and he'll work with he got like a trainer called Gim. So he's working with him. He's doing like these stretches and like exercises I've never seen before. So I'm like, what is he working on? So I go talk to Gim, just trying to pick his brain, trying to see why is Victor doing all this. And obviously Victor is taller, so he probably have like he got to get more of like the stuff so he won't get injured. So me seeing that, and it was like it's every day. Like when I first I thought it was gonna be like 1 or 2 days throughout the week, but he's doing it consistently. He's very strategic about what he's doing. Like he's like when I first came in, he was always asking Gim like, what is this helping? Like how am I going to benefit from this? So me seeing that from a young guy that's projected to go #1, I'm like, okay, like this is I like this. So we get into practice, and it's like me and Victor we opposite teams first practice. So I'm known for like my floater. So I came in, I did a floater, and I put it so high because I know Victor's tall. I know he's gonna try to block it. I put it so high, and he still tipped. I said, "Ill." So in our offense, he was back to the basket, fade away, the one leg three. That surprised me. I think the one thing that really got my attention, he was able like to dribble the ball and make plays as like a point guard, and he was like controlling the offense. Like he'll tell you what he want. And for me, I'm like, I ain't never really played with a big that can dribble the ball and tell me, come set me a screen. So I'll set Victor screens. He'll get downhill, make passes, they would finish. I was just so like shocked just seeing it. And as we keep going to now, like it's just he's just building as a leader. I feel like I think we played against Asvel, Asvel, the EuroLeague team, his old team last year. And we ended up losing. So we lost. He came in the locker room. I feel like we all played hard and we tried. So he came in the locker room crying. He
Really?
said, yeah, bro, me seeing Victor cry, I'm like, this is the projected #1 draft pick. Like, why did he really care as much about
Right.
So me seeing him cry, it's like he was just so passionate. Like he gave a speech just telling us like, if y'all don't want to be here, then leave. Like he was just telling us that. He's like, but if you want to be here and win, because he's trying to win. So he was like, if you want to win, next practice, let's go hard. Let's build from there. So
So
me just
he's
hearing
not
it from
playing. He's not just going through the motions to be the #1 pick, which everybody knows he's going to be. Winning matters even at this point right now for him, when for a lot of guys, they would just be like, all right, let's get through the season. I don't care if I make the playoffs. I just want to get to the NBA draft.
exactly, and honestly, that's what I thought. I thought, okay, we close to playoffs for us, but it's also about to be draft for him. So I'm thinking, okay, Victor might sit out, just chill. Victor coming in with the same intensity. We had practice today. He came in with the same intensity, like he's trying to win. And I think in practice we'll get caught like messing around sometimes or making like 3 or 4 turnovers in a row. Victor stop us, bring us in, and be like,
Really?
let's lock us. Even if Victor make a turnover, he'll still be like, my fault, team. Like let me wake up.
So
So
he's
just hearing that
accountable.
from
He's accountable for his own
accountable,
mistakes.
accountable, and me, I never really been around the first round like a #1 draft pick, but just being around that, I think he's gonna have a long year ahead of him.
Yeah, I
Long
mean,
future.
we'll get into his game here in a minute, but what you're talking about with his preparation, with his commitment, with his competitiveness, maturity, leadership. I mean, is he the leader of this team?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, like it's crazy because like usually you would have like obviously we got like our older vets on the team. They'll chime in and say a couple things, but I think Victor is the most like vocal out of all of us, just because like he's made that bond with the Americans, and he's also had the bond with the French people. So it's like he understands both languages, so he's like talking to us through both languages, and just being that leader for all of us and making all of us comfortable around each other, so we understand what they're saying and they understand what we're saying. So it's like I think just having that mixture with him in between the middle is like great for our team.
Is he, would you characterize him as, because these guys, you got to have some swagger. You got to have a little arrogance to you when you're this good, especially when you get to the league. And he's going to be a target from the day he walks into the NBA, because everybody's got him as the next whatever. And he's a unicorn. So you can't say the next MJ, the next LeBron. He's different than everybody else that's come through. Arrogant, humble. How do you describe his kind of personality and who he is?
I think Victor's very humble. And I just have like, we will go on the road and it's hundreds of people just waiting on Victor, like to take pictures and everything. Even after a loss, Victor still takes time to take much pictures he can, sign autographs. I think I wouldn't say he's arrogant. Obviously I think he knows what he is. I know like in practice sometimes like me and him got like a great relationship. So we play around. Yeah. He'll block my shot, he'll look at me crazy like, why you trying to do a layup on me or something like that. But other than that, Victor's humble as can be, great guy. So it's like I don't want to say he's perfect. Obviously, he got his flaws and things like that, but it's just so hard to point him out being around him, and you just see like his work ethic, just his humbleness and everything. He wants to see everybody win, so it's like it's hard to point out flaws that he has.
When you talk about him, he reminds me a little bit of when teammates of Giannis's talk about Giannis a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Just like the perfect teammate, right? Like, a leader when he needs to be, but like just one of the guys, and almost wants to be one of the guys, doesn't want to be put on a pedestal, even though it's clear as day he's the dude, right? He's the dude.
Yeah.
All right.
I think.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. With Victor, a lot of people think that a lot of people forget that he's still a kid. So I think a lot of times he'll get caught like playing around and joking. I think y'all gotta understand, like this still is a kid. He's just real mature. He's still mature for his age, though. I just think a lot of people get that confused. They always say he's, people around be like he played too much. That's like y'all gotta remember he's still a kid. Yeah. Like he got a long way to go. So.
Our partner for today's episode is Athletic Greens. I started taking AG1 during the college basketball season, and I loved the impact that it had on my energy levels. I'm a big coffee in the morning guy, but by the time that the afternoon would hit, I needed another boost. AG1 helped me tremendously, especially on those days when I didn't want to get up off the couch and go hit the gym. Their tagline is AG1 is comprehensive health and the power of habit in one. And man, that could not be more true. It's nearly impossible to eat and drink in a healthy manner in the month of February and the month of March when you are in my business. And AG1 was exactly the supplement that I needed to improve my gut health and cover my nutritional basis for the day. I've continued that into April. I've continued that into May, and I'm going to continue that the rest of the summer. All I have to do is mix a scoop of AG1 with some water, or maybe add it into a smoothie, and I'm ready to go. Do it after lunch, and you'll be ready to go for the rest of the day. If a comprehensive solution is what you need from your supplement routine, then Athletic Greens is giving you a free 1-year supply of vitamin D and 5 free travel packs with your first purchase. Go to athleticgreens.com/field68. That's field 68 FIELD, the number 6, the number 8, and you can get yours now. So check it out and help support this show. Thanks. Thank you for watching the Field of 68. If you've enjoyed what you've seen here, hit that like button, share this link with your friends, or check out the description for some other places that you can consume Field of 68 content.